Hey guys, welcome back to another day. I'm your host, D Rhino, and I looked into Bounding in the Comics website just to see what's going on, and oh boy, here we go. Amazon Studios, the studio behind Lord of the Rings and Wheel of Time, announces new inclusion policy. As you guys see there, is by John F. Trent, and this was published on June 18th of 2021, or this year, or current year, whatever you want to go with. And let me guys give you a little background. The Lord of the Rings stuff that's coming to Amazon, don't even try to watch it. Don't. I'm not a Lord of the Rings fan. I played the Shadow of War and Shadow of Mordor games, but I haven't watched the movies. But I can tell you, as a guy who's not a fan, as in like, who's not really into all that, don't even look into it, because I've read the stuff that they are trying to put in there, man. It's just not Lord of the Rings. It's not Lord of the Rings. And for those of you guys who are big fans of this Lord of the Rings stuff, you guys probably already know. If you don't want if you don't want to take my word for it, well, that's on you. Go ahead and waste your money on it. I'm just trying to help you guys see this bull crap, because this new inclusion policy is bull crap. I almost cursed her. Amazon Studios, the production company behind the upcoming Lord of the Rings and Wheel of Time television series, recently announced a new inclusion policy. It shows some woman in called Hannah or whatever. I don't know. In a press release announcing the new inclusion policy, Amazon detailed that this policy extends its commitment to diversity, inclusion, and equity for its content and productions. Along with the inclusion policy, they also rolled out a new playbook to strengthen ongoing commitment to diverse and equitable representation. According to Amazon, the policy and playbook will offer detailed and actionable recommendations as Amazon Studios continues to seek out stories and storytelling and that amplify voices across race and ethnicity, nationality, sexual orientation, age, religion, disability, including mental health, body size, gender, what the hell, man? This is too much. Oh, gender identity and gender expression for the global Prime Video audience. What audience are you trying to bring? This doesn't even sound like someone would even want to even participate, in all honesty. And those who want to participate in it are these crazy people who think like this, who think about all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, man, like, there is some good, yes, it's good to have representation and stuff, but when you force it like this, how this crap is forcing stuff, you're not, it's going to be a complete total disaster. You're just forcing this. We already have laws. We already have laws in place with this crap. It's literally a freaking crime if there is discrimination. Oh my God. Okay, let's continue. Oh, and by the way, I haven't read this. This is my first time. This is the first time I'm reading. So I'm going, as I go, you're gonna hear everything that's organic and authentic from me. I might sound a little stupid, but hey, that's okay. All of us are not really that smart when it comes to giving certain takes. Amazon Studios executive head of diversity, equity, and inclusion, Latasha Gillespie explained the purpose of the new policy and playbook. She stated, Amazon Studios has long prioritized telling innovative and inclusive stories from a diverse range of creative talent, delighting our global audience. She added, we wanted to move beyond good intentions to creating mechanisms that hold us accountable to a high bar. This inclusion policy and inclusion playbook adds important additional depth and guidance for our internal teams and external partners to ensure we continue to advance our shared mission of amplifying the best creatives and content around the world. Boy, okay, whatever. Amazon Studios head Jennifer Salk also commented, with the establishment of our inclusion policy and inclusion playbook, Amazon Studios has committed itself to being a thought and action leader in the transformation of our industry. Salk, or Sake, however you pronounce that, added, "We know how much work there is to be done to improve representation both on camera and behind the scenes, and it starts at home with us. With clear directives and a commitment to accountability, these guys provide a path toward a more equitable future, both on and off camera." Sure, whatever. Now, you can find great actors and actresses, but the problem is, oh my God, the problem is with the story, when what they're acting in. Is the story going to be any good, or is there going to be the politics, the gender politics, and all that? And oh boy, okay. Specifically, the inclusion policy covers 4 primary areas: developing stories and characters, hiring and production, reporting and documentation, and meeting goals. Okay. As for specific goals, Amazon detailed that each film or series with a creative team of 3 or more people in above-the-line roles, directors, writers, producers, should ideally include a minimum 30% women and 30% members of an underrepresented racial ethnic group. This aspirational goal will increase by 50% by 2024. Okay, whatever. So you're doing diversity hires, and you're just bringing in people just to meet a quota or whatever. So here's the thing. What if you get a person who meets your like your standards or whatever, but they're not good at their job? Will they fail upwards, or will they actually fail and get fired? That's my thing. Because it seems like to me that you guys are just pushing this bullcrap. And if you do, and you're going to be putting yourself in a spot, in a situation where there's going to be that one person who's not good, but they'll definitely use the race card or whatever card on you if you guys decide to fire them. And that's not going to look good. So I can't wait. I can't wait till that happens, because I know that definitely is going to happen. Trust me. I've seen this stuff happen before. It's happening in Disney right now. For casting, they state, casting actors whose identity, gender identity, nationality, race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, disability aligns with the character they will be playing. Oh, wow. Stay in your lane, basically. Okay. All right, you want to play that? All right. So what if there is a person who's playing as a Rock? And I'm not talking about Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I mean, like an actual Rock. Do we get a Rock to play that part? To voice the character? Oh, God. It will be interesting if they will actually follow through on this policy with the Wheel of Time show. Given they race swapped most of them for the upcoming. Of course, they race swapped. It will also be interesting to see if they recast Stormfront in The Boys, as the character was originally male in the comics, but was portrayed by Aya Cash in the 2nd season of the show. Wow. I didn't even know that. I never watched The Boys, but I knew this stuff is... Oh, God. Wow. They further elaborated on their casting policy, stating they aim to include one character from each of the following categories in speaking roles, with minimum 50% of these to be women: alphabet soup, person with a disability, and 3 regionally represented race, ethnic, cultural groups. A single character can fulfill one or more of these identities. These policies will also pertain vendors and suppliers on the productions. Amazon states they will seek at least 3 bids from vendors or suppliers on productions, one of which must be from a woman-owned business and one from a minority-owned business. Finally, they also state that they will, oh my God, that there will be pay equity across casting, behind the camera, staff, and crew, and for vendors and suppliers. What in the hell am I reading? Oh my God. In order to keep themselves accountable to these goals, Amazon stated they will provide a report template for each production to indicate whether these expectations were met, that will be submitted within 1 month of the completion of principal photography. As for the inclusion playbook, they state that it puts in place intentional practices to minimize and disrupt biases, providing specific guidance that will help everyone working with Amazon Studios to meet the expectations set in the inclusion policy. They continue, the playbook provides direction on how to make inclusive decisions while telling authentic stories and hiring the best people for the job. Knowledge of where to go for help, including tools to make inclusive decisions, tools to identify criteria for making creative choices, leading to balanced, consistent, and informed decisions, and ways to foster curiosity and ask questions to disrupt the status quo about how things are done. Okay. Things are in place for a good reason usually. Now, granted, there can be great arguments made about some things being in place, but the way you guys are going, Amazon Studios, this ain't it, Chief. You guys are gonna get burned severely because you're going down the Disney route. According to Amazon, the policy was developed by radical academics Dr. Stacy Smith and Dr. Catherine Piper of USC and Annenberg Inclusion Initiative, as well as Brenda Robinson of the International Documentary Association and Game Changer Films. Based on the Annenberg Inclusion Initiative's Twitter feed, they appear to discriminate against white people and view everything their skin color. Oh, of course they do. These are the type of people that are in the freaking industry. People who want to be white allies, and how they hate so-and-so this and so-and-so that. And, oh my God. Of course. Yep. Of course. As an example, in a tweet from December 2020, they responded to the Netflix music documentary Roundtable stating, "One too many white guys." And as you see, this is the actual tweet by Annenberg Inclusion Initiative. And of course, they got that blue check mark. One too many white guys. Wow. But it looks like you're white. I could be wrong. But that's what it looks like to me when I'm looking at a small ass picture like that. Oh, I cursed. But when I look at a small picture like that, that makes me, I can only see, if you're going with color, I'm gonna go with color, I guess. And try to use the race card on me, I'm black. So don't even try. Amazon also said they consulted with leading organizations devoted to advancing the visibility and responsible depictions of underrepresented or marginalized people, including GLAAD, Illuminative Think Tank for Inclusion and Equity, and the Disability Rights Education and Defense Fund. Smith praised the policy, stating, "Frankly, the outcomers of the DEI work within the entertainment industry have not been swift or sweeping. In part, that can be attributed to disingenuous approaches to address the systemic barriers to entry that have long plagued Hollywood. She added, but now Amazon Studios has created a comprehensive new blueprint that will change Hollywood by elevating those who have historically lacked access. I'm immensely proud of this new policy, and I know it would be a game changer throughout an industry often resistant to real change. Yeah, okay. You guys are making problems instead of solving problems. I mean, I don't expect anything less from the Hollywood hypocrites. I don't. This is why you got your guys' entertainment. It's not even entertainment. Let's get that fact out of the way. You're not even. That's why your entertainment is not even entertaining. You guys should have been making like so many money. Like, I'm sorry. Wow, I am doing terrible today. So much money last year when everyone was forced into their homes because of you know what. So you guys are not even, you know what? I don't care. I don't care. You guys get what you deserve, as the Joker would say. And I hope you guys stay unhealthy, because you only let people like me take over your job and actually do it better. And I'm just, boy. So what do you make of Amazon Studios' new inclusion policy and inclusion playbook? Well, you know, you already know that. You already got my opinion on that. All I gotta say is that I am not surprised, and I don't care, because they can keep shooting themselves in the foot. Not literally, but metaphorically. And I just hope that, you know, it'll be too late for them to save themselves. And I just want them gone. Not like in threatening way or nothing. Just move on to something else, because obviously entertainment is not their forte, man. Even though they claim to be doing all this, I mean, I can acknowledge that they, you know, the only good thing I see from this is that they're trying to bring in new people, which is good. Me personally, I can't stand like seeing like the same faces over and over and over again in movies and all that. Now, granted, I understand that's just me, and I do like some actors and actresses. But when it comes down to, like, I don't know, when certain people, it's just like, man, why are you still doing this, man? Like, go, you're already, you know, you're good. You're like, you're totally, like, you have the FU money, basically. But, you know, that's just me, man. I think I don't like repetition too much. It just really gets on my nerves. But anyway, this has been another day, and I'll see you guys next time.